Of the most beautiful woman in the world. There was once a very large village where many people lived. It had many roads, many stores, and the king's castle on the top of the mountain. One day, a carpenter was walking back to his shop when suddenly he saw a little boy crying. He approached the little boy and asked, "Why are you crying, little boy?" "I've lost my mother," the little boy replied. The carpenter felt sorry for the boy and decided to help him. "Don't worry. I'll help you find her. What does your mother look like?" The boy replied, "My mother should be easy to find. She is the most beautiful woman in the world." The most beautiful woman in the world? Who could that be? The carpenter thought. The lady from the flower shop is very good looking. So the carpenter decided to take the boy to the flower shop. When they got to the flower shop, the carpenter asked the boy, "Is this your mother?" "Oh, no," the boy replied. "My mother is much more beautiful than this lady." Both the carpenter and the lady from the flower shop were curious. Who could she be? "There is a new lady working as a hairdresser at the beauty parlor," the flower shop lady said. "She is very pretty. Maybe she is the mother of this boy." So they all went to the beauty parlor. Once they got there, they met the new hairdresser of the beauty parlor, and she was indeed very pretty. "Is this your mother?" the carpenter asked. "No, no, my mother is the most beautiful woman in the world." Everyone was intrigued. The carpenter, the flower shop lady, and all the ladies from the beauty parlor marveled at who could be this boy's mother. "Do you remember the beauty pageant last week?" a lady asked. "I know where the winner lives. Maybe she's this little boy's mother." So they all went to meet the winner of the beauty pageant. When they reached her home and knocked, a tall young woman with golden hair came to the door. She was indeed lovely. The carpenter, dazzled by her charms, asked the boy, "Is this your mother?" "Oh, no. I've already told you that my mother is the most beautiful woman in the world." Everyone was fascinated. This boy's mother was more beautiful than every single woman in the world? Who could she be? Suddenly, they gazed in the direction of the castle on top of the mountain. Could this boy belong to the princess, they wondered? They decided to bring the boy to the castle. There was already a crowd of villagers joining them. All were intent on finding out who the mother of this boy could be. At long last, they reached the castle on top of the mountain and approached the princess's rooms. The princess was considered to be the most beautiful woman in the kingdom. She dressed in only the finest clothes. She had long, flowing hair, and her skin was as smooth as silk. "Pardon me, your highness," the carpenter said, "but this boy is looking for his mother, and, well, we thought—" But quickly the boy interrupted. "This is not my mother. My mother is the most beautiful woman in the world." Everyone was speechless. How could this boy's mother be even more beautiful than the princess? Just then, a plump little woman with wind-blown curly hair suddenly came rushing into the princess's chambers. "Oh, my son, I've been so worried. I've been searching everywhere, and I've finally found you," she said, as the boy quickly ran to hug the woman. The people stopped and stared, confused with this new turn of events. The carpenter was the first one to recover his voice and said, "But, begging your pardon, ma'am, this boy has been saying that his mother is the most beautiful woman in the world. How can that be?" "Oh," the boy's mother replied, "it's obvious that none of you have any children of your own. For if you did, you would know that through a child's eyes, his mother is always the most beautiful woman in the world." And with that, she gently and lovingly took the little boy's hand in hers, and together they walked happily back to their home. That day, all the people of the village learned a very important lesson from that little boy. Beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder. The end.